The lip sucking.
Well, it's kind of interesting because I think social media is such an interesting place, right? Like, I think everybody thinks they need to have 100,000 followers or 10,000 followers, or, and I've been there. Like, sometimes I look at my follower count and I think to myself, I'm like, oh, I should be further along. But in real estate, I feel like the important number is like you take it when you think about your number of people in your community, right? Like your community is like 10,000 people. And
Yep.
what is it about, right? So it's like if you've got 2,000 followers, I mean, I don't know your number of count, but like say, for example, you have 2,000 followers and 80% of them are local. I mean, that's a massive number for your area. You are an influencer, right?
It really is because you think everything's like a numbers game, and it's like, well, how many conversations do you have to get to a closing? And
Yeah.
yeah, if 2,000 people are watching your stuff every day, that's
Yeah.
pretty.
Well,
That's,
exactly. Well, yeah, when you put it that way, right? I think a lot of people don't realize that either. It's like social media is so good for getting people to set eyes on your listings, see that you're having open houses, just, see what you're doing for your business. And even if like 10 people watch, that's more people than you've like talked to as you're walking down the street, right?
and
So,
I think a lot of agents get like anxiety about it, and they're like, oh, it has to be perfect, and I have to like shoot it this way, and I've got to have the lighting perfect. But if you look at your page and my page, like
perfect.
yeah, as like I won't say you're not perfect because you're pretty dang close, but like my
No,
page,
no, 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 no. Neither of us
but
is
I feel like
perfect.
we're real,
Yeah. Well,
you
and
know.
honestly, for your, like, I really appreciate how you're really good at popping on your stories. I go through times when I'm just like, I just can't, like, I don't think of it, but you're so raw on there and real. And I think that's the thing that is really beautiful about you is people see the real Desi. Like, we're not all perfect. We're not all lip plumper and, perfect hair. I can honestly say I never have perfect hair, but
I
I
like it. I think that's pretty good today. I like it.
tried for today. I tried. But yeah, I just think people's expectations and then it gets them down. And I mean, I've been there. Like
Yeah. And you'll shoot something like 8 times and be like, oh, it's not good enough. Like, I don't want to post it.
and then you don't post it.
And you don't post it. And so you wasted all that time trying to get it perfect. It wasn't perfect. So you didn't post it. And
Mhm.
now, whatever message you're trying to give to people, they're not getting.
Exactly. And when you talk about time wasting, that's time away from your family. That's
Mm.
time away from your business. That's time away from spending time on yourself. Like you could be having a massage while you're sitting in your car trying to post a reel that you decide not to. So it's like, I wonder if people make a promise to themselves if they start something, no matter what, they post it.
Yeah. I have a rule. I shoot it once and
One
then I
shot
just post it.
Nancy.
One shot
One
Nancy
shot
right here.
Nancy.
And I
You
think people
look
are
like one shot
perceived.
Nancy today.
I
And
do. I got
if
my
you put the bolo on,
need
then
the
you
bolo. I'm gonna go home and get it after this. I've got to wear it the rest of the day. Uh, but I think too, I think the point of social media is for people to see you,
yeah,
right? And it doesn't have to be perfect. We've got an agent in our market and they don't really close any deals, but everyone's perception is like, oh, they're crushing it because they're always posting like, oh, just showing this house to my client. Oh, this one just went pending and posting all these things. And I was like, you've closed a lot. I see pending stories all the time. He's like, oh, it's the same clients over and over. They just keep backing out. I'm like, oh, but I've had people reach out and be like, oh, he's doing so good. And I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
he's doing
Well,
great.
and
But
I wonder too, like if you're not, what am I trying to say? It's like if you're showing that people think maybe they don't relate to you, or maybe they're afraid because you're too perfect. Like sometimes I think maybe that person's not my type of person because it's like I'm imperfect or I have
yeah,
imperfections, right? So maybe I don't relate to that person because they're too busy being polished or filtering. Like I think filters are actually they're good sometimes, right? But like I don't I don't like seeing socials that are too filtered and too perfect because it makes me feel self-conscious a little bit. Like
and then you meet those people in your life and you're like, oh, like, who are you?
It's
And
kind of like the notorious realtor that's been in business for 40 years, but is still using their picture from
yeah,
when they first started. It's
yeah,
crazy
glamour
how
shots
it
by
can change.
Deb.
Yeah. I don't
And
recommend
then
that.
you see some people who do a reel and it like almost seems like a TV commercial. They're so scripted that it's like, how long did it take for you to memorize that script? Or are you reading like a teleprompter? Like, what's going on? But
Yeah.
like with you and I, when people meet us in person, they're just like, oh, yeah, I already know you.
We
And they feel
totally
like,
know everything
you know
about
my
you.
kids. Like,
Yeah.
we've got no unrealistic expectations here. Like, what you see
You
is what you
forget
get.
words. You use the
Yeah.
wrong word. As
Yes.
I'm blanking out, they're like, oh yeah, I've been there with you on social. Yeah.
I already know you were going to forget words.
But I also think, it's like the perception of like the number of followers, like we were talking about. Like people, you don't have to get 1,000 views. Yes, that's
No.
nice. You don't have to get 10,000 views. You don't have to have that many followers. You just have to get it out there, right? Like put it out there because you know that there's people in your neighborhood or in your community that are on social media. And if they see you, the chances of them seeing you there are greater than seeing you at the grocery store and talking because expect and because everybody's always like looking at their phones. So you don't even
Yeah.
have conversations in the grocery line anymore, barely, right? Like, because that's how you used to meet people. So this is
Mhm.
basically your grocery store line. Like you're just talking.
Yeah. Your cell phone's your grocery store line now.
Right, it is. Like you can order
It
groceries
really
while
is.
you're at it too.
And I think the key is just being consistent. So, like, if you could do at least one post a day and 2 to 3 stories, then people are going to feel like, oh, I see you everywhere. And for new agents too, like maybe they aren't busy, maybe they don't have a lot of clients, but if their friends and family know that they're a brand new agent, but they see that they're working and doing things, I think it can create a perception where it's like, oh, I can trust them to handle my real estate needs because they do know what they're talking about.
That's right. That's actually a really good point. And the other thing I thought of while you were talking about that is I think people just assume their friends and family know they're in real estate.
Yeah. And they
Like
don't.
you get in real estate and they don't know, right? So
Yeah.
like if you're and you have to think about maybe you put one post out when you first got your real estate license, like, hey, I'm licensed, but the algorithms don't allow people to see that stuff beyond what is it, 24 hours, Desi? Like
Yeah.
it's so short. So you constantly have to be reminding people that you're in the business.
Yeah. Yeah. I think social media can be a really powerful tool as long as you don't let it become a powerful distraction. So I think if you're using it like the birthday messages, that gets people, if you go message them happy birthday, then they start seeing your stuff. I've noticed I'll like send happy birthday and it's easy, it doesn't take me a lot of time, but then they start commenting on my post again and I'm like, "Oh, they weren't seeing my posts before
Mhm.
until that interaction."
That's right. Yeah, that's a really good point. So what are you doing exactly? Tell us about the
Oh,
happy.
so on Facebook, it just like says Jane Smith has a birthday. And so I click on it and then it shows me all these people who have birthdays. And if I
Yeah.
don't know them super well, I'll just send them like a birthday message on there. And if I
Mhm.
know them a little bit better, I'll send them a birthday message on there, but then I'll also send them a video message. Just wish I
And the
see
messenger in Facebook, or do you send it on there just to their phone?
them. I'll text them or message them on Facebook if I don't have their phone number. But I
Yeah.
just sing like, happy birthday to you. And they're like, oh, wow, that was the most beautiful rendition of happy birthday I've ever heard. Usually that's what they say.
Is that what they say?
They're like, are
On
you a
my like
professional?
100 list is I need to take singing lessons for that very reason.
Your voice teacher is just like, I only need to learn one song. Happy birthday to you.
Well, and I guess people really need to think about what they're trying to accomplish with social media, right? Like, are they trying to be an influencer? That's the big question here, right? Like, are you trying to have 100,000 followers? That's a completely different business than
Mm.
trying to sell real estate in your city or town. Don't you think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And I
because
think people want to see, like in your local market, I think they want to see the raw, they want to see your family, they want to see you doing your hobbies, they want to see you selling houses, they want to see all of it in one place.
Mhm. I actually had a client that had lunch with the other day, and I thought it was quite interesting because I get into my own head like anybody, right? Like it's just like I've been doing this for long enough that, I'll just make it happen even if I'm kind of getting into my like talking myself down a bit. I think that's just nature. But I was talking to her about social media and I was just saying like, oh, I really wish I could get like a better videographer because I'm starting to feel like my videos aren't as polished as some of the other agents, right? And you start overthinking it, and then I don't want to do the videos, and exactly what we're talking about. And she was like, you know what I really like? I really like to see like what you're up to. Like I like to see when you're getting ready, like,
Yeah.
or what you're doing for breakfast. And I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay. Like I just it actually totally gave me pause where I was totally shocked because a lot of times people don't comment on that stuff, but they're still watching, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, that was exactly what I needed to hear at that exact moment. And not about like how interesting or cool I am, but just how people take in social media, like what they're wanting to see. They're not necessarily wanting to see the polished house video. They're wanting to see the real Desi or the real Elizabeth or the real Joe Blow over there, right? Like they want to know that you also like eat breakfast, I guess, or whatever, but
You're a real person doing real
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, we're real people. Like it's just, I just thought that was really cool. And like I said, the timing was really great because, and I thought it was interesting because I was kind of second guessing admitting this to a client that's a really like a good high-end client that I respect. And I just said, like I'm really struggling with my social right now. I'm feeling like my videos just aren't as dialed in as they should be, especially with AI,
Mhm.
like, and I think, tell me what your thoughts are, but my feelings are with AI, it's almost too polished and weird. Like there's some fun stuff for sure, cool things you can do, but I feel like the rhetoric now is more that people want to see unpolished, more real than ever before.
I think you're 100% right on that.
Yeah. Does it
And
make
that's
you
how you
feel
know we're
better
not AI. It's like AI would never do that.
about That's right. AI would never, never post that they're eating that garbage for breakfast.
Uh,
And their coffee addiction. I know you're not addicted to coffee. You're addicted to those
Alani
Alani. Mm.
energy drinks. I'm actually down to one a day. So I'm trying to keep my caffeine intake to less than 300 milligrams a day.
Oh, you're tracking it. Oh,
I've been
interesting.
doing it for 3 days. So if I
Yeah.
feel
So far for 3 days. I saw a post, someone posted about coffee, and it was like, I tried to cut coffee out, and this is what happened. It was the worst. And I was like, that's my story. That's my life story right here. Everybody on the podcast knows that I have a bad addiction to coffee. I'm like 3 cortados a day, sometimes 4,
a
which
good
is
amount.
that's a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, that's a lot. But I might
But
do
look
a
at all
reel
you
about
accomplish. People are like, what's your secret weapon?
that.
What'd you call it? A katana? Cortana?
Cortado.
What is it?
Cortado. A cortado. Yeah, it's cortado. But I don't know. I hope that this helps give people out there listening some hope and some, just do it. And the other thing I tell my team too is the interesting thing about stories is they disappear after 24 hours. It's
Mhm.
gone. Poof, you know?
Yeah.
So you can post something and then it's gone, or you can delete it
Yeah.
if you
So
really
our
feel.
advice,
Yeah,
be real,
be real. Yeah.
be consistent.
Don't worry about follower numbers,
Yeah. Just
right?
those. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing, if you don't want to put your face out there, there's lots of people just doing videos with voiceovers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you want to just get started, I don't recommend it. People do want to see your face. But if you just are like, I'm too uncomfortable, just get started with something, don't you think? Just start.
Yeah. Dip your toes in with a voiceover.
And you can I would say pick a platform. Hey, like don't try to do TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, like all those things. Like I think the cool thing about Facebook and Instagram is they can speak to each other. So you can kind of do both at the same time through Meta. But if your flavor is TikTok, just TikTok.
Go
You know,
all in. Yeah.
you don't have to do everything. So hopefully this helps inspire some people. Thank you
Yeah.
for tuning in to our podcast. And, we'll see you next time.
See ya.